the most important aspect of picking up women is your ability to talk with them. Because when you're talking with women, it's when you connect with them. And if you can connect with a girl through a conversation, she's gonna find you much, much more attractive. You're talking to women, be positive, be optimistic. Get excited about what she's doing and where she's going with her life. So after you introduce yourself and use the smile test, there's 3 places to start, or 3 questions to start with. The first one is, where are you from? Second one is, what do you do for work? And the third one is, are you in school? Granted, there's some more basic questions where you can start. These are the 3 that I use. And you can also use variations of this. For example, with number 1, where are you from? Instead you can say, how long have you lived here? And use some examples of this. So 1, you've already used a smile test, you've walked up, smiled again, introduced yourself, and you ask her, so where are you from? She responds, for example, with, oh, I just moved out here. Oh, really? So what brought you out? Or, oh, really? So where are you from originally? Or, do you like it here? Second one, so where are you from? Let's go ahead and say she hasn't moved out here. Let's start over and let's say, she says, I've been living here all my life. So your response is, oh, that's awesome, I just moved out here. Or, oh, that's awesome, is your family around here? Or, what are you doing for work? My point is simply that when you ask a girl a question, ask anybody a question, they will answer your question, they'll provide you with further material. So for the second example, what do you do? So what do you do? What do you do for work? Let's say, for example, she says, I'm a librarian. Oh, really? What got you into that field? Where'd you go to school? Or, do you like it? That's one of the basic questions. Do you like your work? Unfortunately, a lot of people don't, and that's okay, but that's a question you can ask. Typically, you ask 2 to 4 questions. So for example, where are you from? Oh, I've lived here all my life, born and raised. Oh, really? Do you ever want to leave, or do you plan on staying here? Oh, I don't know. I'd like to go somewhere, but, I don't really know where I want to go. Then you can ask her, well, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would that be? These are just example questions. So let's say she says, oh, I go to San Jose, California. So after 2 to 4 questions of you asking her, you need to answer your own questions. So if you asked her where she's from, if her family's out here, and where would she go, then you answer. This is where you need to give off, your personality and what you really want to do. Because this is a way, when you're answering your own questions, this is a way for you to share yourself. Hear this thing about, you don't want them to make them feel like they're being interviewed. However, if you ask her just a couple of questions and then you answer your own questions, not only does it avoid the fact that she feels like she's being interviewed, but you're getting to know her and she's getting to know you all at the same time. Like I said, 2 to 4 questions, and then you should answer some of your own questions. Don't wait for her to ask you, because not all girls. As I said, 97% of your questions, when they get answered, the person answering them will provide additional material. This additional material is material you can use to further the conversation. And the whole idea of getting to know somebody is asking them about themselves. People like to talk about themselves. So what's a better way to get to know somebody? Ask them about themselves. However, to avoid that interview feeling, like I said, just answer your own questions. And that way you both are getting to know each other. The only way to be interesting is to be interested. If you want some more material on this, I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend Dale Carnegie, and he wrote the How to Win Friends and Influence People. Great, great book, and it especially helps with creating that connection with women when you're talking to them. And as I said, that conversation, that connection, it's what's going to separate you from all these other men. It's what's really going to build that attraction. It's how you get to know her, it's how she gets to know you, and this is really crucial. This is what it all comes down to. Conversation is key. Conversation equals attraction.